Oh, it did go live. I was like, it didn't tell me that it went live, so I've probably just been silent for a few minutes. Or for a few seconds at least. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is episode 19. It's almost been 20 episodes. Kind of crazy. God, I hope no one starts the copy pasta now that I've said that. You find me in the contracts window where I just declined a Taurus contract because I'm tired of the Taurus contracts. We had too many of those. We have two. So this one I'm going to take. I'm a little concerned that it needs to have two scientists. So we'll see about that. And I'm going to take this one because that one should just happen passively. So what are we going to do this episode? Obviously, these contracts are a while away, and I'm not super worried about the deadlines at this point. This one, I'm a little bit concerned because it hasn't actually, started collecting. Come to think of it, did we have the ion collector? Because it's gotten 0%. I might have to check that in a second. That's going to happen. That's eventually going to happen. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. That's going to... Okay. I kind of want to do the surface outpost on Minmus, because I think that'll take us to the E window, or at least pretty close. But let me go to the tracking station, because come to think of it, I don't know if we had a ion collector on the Mun. So let me take a look at this. If it'll load, that'd be great. Okay, loading is taking forever, apparently. Okay, I hear the sounds. There we go. So, yeah, we do. Connection state connected. Science rate 5%. Oh, it's just generating very little. Wait. Wait, so have we done ion stuff? Oh, we have. Okay, so it's just going really slowly. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back to the Space Center. That answers that question. Oh my goodness, the loading screens. Okay, so let's take a look at this surface outpost on Minmus contract. Okay. Oh, it needs 2 pilots. Oh boy. Okay. That changes things. Antenna, docking port, and can generate power, that's fine. Must be fully assembled when launched, that's fine. Support at least 11 Kerbals. Ooh boy. I have a way that we can do that. 2 pilots. Oh man, okay. Do we even have 2 pilots? Okay, we have 4. So I'll probably send Kelful. And probably Vazia. Yeah, that seems fine. I'll go and retrieve them eventually. Sorry, which scientist do we have on... Okay, so Bob is currently on the Curtis 6, and I kind of want to swap him out. Wait, we have a rescue mission? We have a rescue mission? Oh, we do. We have a rescue mission. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. So we'll have to take care of that at some point. But I think I'm gonna do this surface outpost on Minmus. Okay, so first of all, I do want it to have a cupola module. Where is that? Where is that? There it is. Obviously, this is not going to be enough. We need 11. Yeah, a little late. I had to take care of some stuff around the house. But it's fine. On top of this, I'm just going to put an RA100. Have a little surface relay, because why not? Man, that's a lot of Kerbals that's needed. This supports 4. Uh-huh. That's 1. The science lab is going to be 3. Oh, you know what I could do, actually? I could build it wide instead of tall. I think I'll do that. Because we need to have one of these. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do any science right away, because I'm not going to send a scientist on board this thing. But then, what if I took one of these windows and said, give me a radial attachment point, and then stuck these on... Oh, can I not stick these on the radial attachment point? I cannot. What if instead I did... I could just do a structural panel. That's way too small. I think it's the M2x2 that I want. Yeah. Just to give us a little base to put this on, and then I stuck those like that. And then I would want to move them out slightly. Now, obviously we don't have any fuel on this right now. I think it'd be cool to have a little floating... Ooh, I just got an idea. Show me Minmus. How much delta V does it take to land on Minmus? I don't remember. From low orbit, it takes 180. From a flyby, it actually takes like 300. So this is fine. Give me a small Rockomax. If I did this with a... Where's my poodle? With a poodle. 980, that's enough. Like, if we're landing on this and we don't use any of this to circularize or transfer, that is more than enough. What is that thrust to weight, though? Oh, plenty. I would want to strut these in. Ooh, I don't have a fairing wide enough. Oh, I have the 5-meter fairing. Never mind, this is going to be completely fine. I would want to strut these in. I'm actually going to strut from here. I'm just going to strut up to there. This is going to be... I'm going to name it Minmus Surface Base, but I know that's not the final name. The final name is going to be... do we have an Empress X? Do we have an Empress IX? We do have an Empress IX. This will be the Empress X. Empress, oh, if I can spell it, Empress 10. And then on top of this, I think just for... Ooh, I could do something really neat here, actually. Do we have... We don't. We don't have the narrowband scanner, because I was thinking that would be really cool to just have rotating up here. But I'll do some reaction wheels here. Oh, and you know what? I'm probably going to have to strut those in as well. So what if I instead strutted from those? It's going to look a little weird, but that's fine. We don't have a science anything right now, so let me actually... Below this, I'm going to put a service bay. Give me... this one. There we go. And that's strutting to the service bay. I don't really like that, so I'm going to strut it back up to here. And I don't like that it's sideways. Can I actually... Oh, it's going to rotate the whole thing. Let me do this. Let me do this. Nope, not like that. This. There we go. Yeah, so in here we'll do probably a few more batteries and then some science equipment on top. So let me just go back to single symmetry just in case. So I'm going to put a Science Junior. It's going to be clipped in. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to put a magnetometer boom even though I know that it can't be used. On the other side of that, I'm going to do a mystery goo. I'm going to place it sideways. And then I'm just going to attach the rest of the stuff directly to this guy. And seismic accelerometer, and I believe that's everything. What I could do actually is I could do a surface scanning module, and I'll put 2 of these just for the looks, and I'll put them at the edge over here because that will improve accuracy of scans. Other than that, I don't think we need anything else. So I'm going to close this guy. We are going to need solar panels, and I'm going to go with Gigantors. And I need this rotated this way. I think actually 2 more. Yeah. So we'll have some Gigantors there. Oh, and we need docking ports. That's going to be a little tricky. In fact, for that, I may actually expand this tank. Well, let me think about this. Let me put some landing legs, I mean. So that's how it's going to land. Ideally, I'd want... Oh, that's not... can I get a telescoping arm? I don't know which one I want. That is way too big. That also feels way too big. But let me look at this real fast. So like, if I were to extend this out. Ooh. Alright, I know exactly what we're doing. Give me a traverse rate of like 0.2. Give me auto strut as well. That's going to be important. 100 damping is fine. I don't like that it's... I don't like that this is... Oh! I can change the extension limit. Interesting. Okay. So... What target extension would I want to match the landing legs? About 1.25. Good to know. So on this action group, so the gear action group already has this. I also want this to oh, I don't know if it, I may need a Cal 1000 controller. This is 0.01 tons. Let me put that away for a second. Let me open this guy up. And let me just put this like here. And then I want open editor. So on this control, undo that. Open editor, I want, oh god, how do I do this? Add fields to control via action groups. Okay, so custom action group, I want... Oh, I can toggle the piston. Oh, never mind, I don't need this. So then I want its maximum position to be 1.25. So if I toggle it, it should just go... Also, I want this to be just gray. If I toggle it, it should just go to its position, and it'll do that on the gear action group. Okay. You know what? I'm also going to strut these in. I'm going to do few struts on here. I'm also going to strut these in just directly to here. I'm also going to put a strut here. And I'm also going to put a strut here. Alright, so let me start these retracted. Okay, so this has, what is our storage capacity right now? 1, 3, 7, 11. So we have 11. We have the 11. We need the docking ports. And I already know the height this is going to sit at. It's going to be about here. And I wish I could measure that, actually. I wish there was like a ruler tool you could use. I could say, like, you know, what's the height of these? Although it doesn't really say, which is annoying. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna put the docking ports on and call it a day. So give me 2 docking ports just on the edge of the fuel tank. And that is fine. So we have an antenna, we have power generation, we have batteries, we have reaction wheels, we have docking ports, we have space for 11 kerbals. We just need 2 pilots on. Oh, and we have the mobile processing lab. We need to put 2 pilots on the station, and I want to put. We're gonna put our more experienced pilot in the cupola, and then I'm just gonna put Daphne. Oh, that's a scientist. I want Kelful. You're gonna be in the mobile processing lab to keep the center of mass in the center. Who'd have thought? Okay, so now I want a TD25 decoupler. Everything should be balanced. Like if I look at the center of mass, it's in the center, so that's fine. We have the 2 reaction wheels, so that should be good enough. I should realistically put some RCS on here. And I think I'm going to... Well, that's going to be really tricky because of this mess we've got going on. I'm going to put some RCS on. So give me, I think it's, nope, wrong one. Nope. There we go. So where's that center, oh, not center of thrust, center of mass. So I'm going to put on this one. Orthogonal 5-horn, of course. And I'm going to put RCS here. And I want it like behind the landing leg, so there. Why did that only put 2? I wanted 4. That put 2 as well, because I wanted 4. There we go. We have RCS. So that is the payload. I'm also... Okay, we have 642 delta V right now, which is not a lot, I will admit. Did one of our pilots just get taken off? Yes. Why do we all of a sudden have no crew capacity? Reset. What? What? Okay. Why is it saying that we have, like, no crew capacity now? Let me save, new, open, load. Did that fix it? That fixed it. Okay, that was weird. Interesting. Not sure why that happened, but okay. So we have all the requirements. This is going to be a tall craft either way. I'm going to move it all the way up. Okay. Below this, I'm going to put a reaction wheel. I'm going to put a decently sizable fuel tank. I think like a 32. And how much delta V would this have? This will be our transfer stage. 1567, is that enough to transfer? 340 plus 930, yes, it is. Okay. Save that. Below this will be the orbital and launch stage. I want these to fire at the same time, please. And also give me Kerbin now. So what's this thrust to weight? 0.58, not good. So below this, I'm going to immediately put a 5-meter fairing. Can I just close it right there? Oh, thank you for the follow. Alright, so I'm going to close it right there. I also want a lot of struts on this. I haven't been auto-strutting everything, which is probably a bad idea. I really should be strutting. Let's just go ahead and do that for some of these parts. This guy especially, I want that auto-strutted. Okay. And then we're going to go a little crazy with this. So what is the smallest tank of this I have? That. And give me an engine plate, because this is going to be the orbital insertion stage, ideally. So give me a... where is it? I thought it was coupling. Oh yeah, it is coupling. Give me an EP50 engine plate. And let's just say, let's do 4. I think it's going to be overkill, but for the, I want to keep this cheap as well. And vectors are expensive. They have really good ISP, but they are very expensive. I mean, you have good ISP. You also have good ISP. And low thrust is the issue. You have really good ISP. I might, if I did 4 cheetahs here, 1296, that's fine. What is that at, let's say, like 40 kilometers? Okay, so it actually reaches that really quickly. That's good to know. I also want to see what this node is at. So if I do medium, a little close, but I think it attached in the right spot. So that's fine. And I'm gonna auto strut these. Oh no, it's auto strut locked. Okay. I'm gonna auto strut that. Now, also give me. Oh, I don't need that decoupler. That's right. Because this will automatically detach everything below it. So I want this to fire before these engines. I think that's how that works. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm gonna save that. Below this, I'm just gonna go kind of crazy with it. I'm gonna go for one of these guys. I only want one, because I want it to attach to that center node, and it did. It's a really tall rocket. And I want one of these engine cluster adapters. How much are the Mastodons? 8,000? That's cheaper than the Vectors, so I will take it. So I want 4. Oh, no. Let me attach, please. And then I want to do local offset. That's not really going to let me do it, is it? Oh dear. Let me undo snapping real fast. I want these to essentially like fit. I don't know if they're going to. I don't know why that's. Let me do absolute. Nope. Let me move, please. Nope. Absolute. No, it's kind of like not really moving the direction I want it to. I mean, is 4 Mastodons enough? No, actually. Okay, so then we attach a 5th one just right in the middle. If I can get to the node. There we go. 2949, these need to be firing in the same stage. 2935, ooh. Is it expensive rocket. What if I did vectors instead? It would do it. It is a very expensive rocket. It also looks kind of funky. What's this thrust to weight? Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. It is low. It is extremely low. So what if I also used some solids to help boost this guy up? I'm just gonna do 2, I think. And also I need snapping back on. Probably around here is the best spot. And then we could use the Parallax, but it doesn't have vectoring. The Clydesdale does, but it doesn't have as much. Like if I were to do this, like Clydesdale provides 819. How much does the Parallax provide? Okay, never mind. We're doing Clydesdales. I also need that decoupler way higher. Jeez Louise. I'm not used to using solids in addition to this massive 4-stage. So out of curiosity, if I were to just look at this burn time is 86, this burn time is 186. Okay. So that's perfectly fine. I want these on the same stage, and I want this stage above that. It looks a little funky, but... and then I need aerodynamics. Give me... is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Well, I actually like these, but that's the wrong size. These. So now I need to strut absolutely everything in. And then I'm definitely going to need separatrons. So I'm going to put 2 down here, and these I want on stage. Flip those the other way. And then I'm also going to put some up here. So staging looks good. I don't know how controllable this is going to be. I mean, it has a lot of vectoring. The problem is I don't have my advanced canards yet, which is really what I prefer to use. I only have the standards. I want 4 of them, please. And I think about there is fine. Can I recolor these? No, I cannot. This is a big rocket. Jeez Louise. 750 tons. Wow. Okay. And there's a chance that this all goes wrong. I mean, I want to say a pretty strong chance that this all goes wrong. Custom 1, I want to toggle solar panels. What stage is this fairing on right now? It's actually after the transfer stage. I want that here. Those feel like they are offset. They definitely are. So let me go... Nope, I want... Yeah, give me... I want to make sure that they're placed correctly. Is that straight up and down? That was not placed on the decoupler. There we go. And then I need to move them back down. Nope, not that far. Which also means I need to move these guys. There we go. And these guys. And by association, these guys. So those should all be on the same stage. They are. Good, good, good. What is our thrust to weight now? 1.44. That is perfectly fine. We will punch through the thick stuff quickly. I'm also going to use launch clamps. I'm going to use just two up, two like here, and that's perfectly fine. Okay. I think we're ready to launch this thing. I can get rid of those overlays. Let me make sure the crew is correct. Good. I don't know if I want to bring any cargo. I don't want to lower the delta V any more than I already have. So, all right, 30 minutes of building later. Do I need any other custom actions? I don't think so. Something strutted through. Yeah, I don't want that strutting like through. I want that just strutted there. That's fine. I think that's enough struts. I hope that's enough struts. This is gonna be exciting. So staging, you all fire, then you go, then fairing, then you go, then you go. Okay. Staging looks good. This should be enough delta V to reach orbit. It's 3,700. Should be actually more than enough. The question is, will we have the thrust to weight? I think we will. Alright, I'm very nervous, but let's launch this thing. And the reason I'm doing this mission first I immediately lost my train of thought. The reason I'm doing this mission first is because min-miss missions take like anywhere between 10 and 14 days. So, this, ooh, that is extremely wobbly. I can see that that is wobbly. Okay, we need more struts. So let me revert that to vehicle assembly. So it'll bring us closer to, oh, hello, my monitor? My monitor's turned off. 1 second. There we go. Okay, that was weird. Anyways, we need more struts. So let me zoom in on this guy. Just put a couple more here. I'm also going to auto strut these guys because that's really where the wobble was coming from. Let's make sure staging is still good. It is, it looks like. Okay. Let's make sure the crew is still good. Good. Yeah, so now let's try this again. If it'll load. I mean, there's a little bit of compression, but I'm gonna go for it anyways. I made a quick save, so let's just go for it. That is loud, holy cow. And I'm gonna launch pretty high up before doing a gravity turn. So this may not be the most efficient flight, but I'm gonna go at 150. Alright, we're through the thicker stuff, so this... You know, the part I was most stressed about seems to have not gone terribly, so... I'm gonna hold here for a second. Alright, solids attach. Oh! That was not a clean detachment. Okay. I'm gonna revert that. So, what I'm gonna do for that is I'm gonna attach even more, and I'm gonna do this on radial symmetry. I'm gonna attach even more separatrons and see if that does the trick. And I'm also gonna attach one more set down here to pull it away. So I'm noticing we had a lot more downward motion and not a lot of outward motion. So we're going to try that again. It also looked like there may have just been some compression, like right here. So I'm going to do some struts like that. That didn't really work the way I wanted it to. But we are going to try that again. Okay, still a little bit of like bounciness. I don't like that, but if at first you don't succeed, try again. What do you mean? There is no sheep, Bob. The answer to what is this is a surface, minimus surface outpost. Alright, so we go for the gravity turn. Because that is the most efficient shape for aerodynamics. At least for high thrust rockets. Alright, and let's hope for a clean detachment this time. Much better. Alright, so I'm going to continue turning over. I'm actually just going to go full horizontal. Alright, so we'll cut the engine there. Bacteriophage with boosters. I mean, this is the craft on the inside. I don't know how good of a view I can get of it. I'm gonna detach the fairing now. Also, let me make sure that I have all the, yep, cool. Have all the requirements. Alright, so we can extend our solar panels. Alright, and at this apoapsis, which I think I was slightly late, so I'm going to move it over preemptively. Alright, there we go. No, right about there. I'm going to circularize. So it's slightly non-circular. Close enough. Oh, you know what? I should have put a probe core on this thing. I didn't even think about that. Alright, this thing is very slow to turn when we're not thrusting. How's our battery power? We're actually using quite a bit. That honestly makes... Oh, I can disable control on these. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. We're actually going to have delta V left in this stage for the inclination change, so a little overkill. But that is perfectly fine. Alright, so I'm going to time warp a little bit. Alright, so it'll be a 27-second burn. A little more, actually. Not quite in orbit. Alright, close enough. I'm going to quick save right now. Okay, so now want to set Minmus as our target. Something got launched, didn't it? No, Bonsai X, I remember that. That was the satellite that needed to be in this bit. This is that repaired relay. No, there was another repaired relay. It must have already smashed into the mud. Because it was like matching orbits. Anyways, so at this ascending node, I want to burn anti-normal. And I could have tried to keep it circular. I don't care that much. So I'm just going to tell this to point anti-normal and see how long it takes to get there. I mean, this is only going to be an 8-second burn. Like, we're going to have some of this left for the transfer. That's kind of insane. Alright, so I'm just going to hold it there. I'm going to quick save and warp. Alright, so 57 seconds until this burn. Time warp a little further ahead. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and burn. Overshot slightly, but that's probably fine. Yeah. Okay, so when do I want to burn? Probably around the ascending node, actually. Nut butter. Okay, got a cheeky mun encounter. I don't really want that. Just gonna go slightly inefficient. Alright, what? Really, we would get a mun encounter after that. That's kind of insane. What does that orbit look like? I want to bring it in a little lower, actually. It's also, like, almost perfectly equatorial. Never mind. I lied. Oh, too much. Let's knock that down a bit. I want to get pretty low with this, I think. Not that low. That is in the surface. Now, if I remember correctly, this is where our drills are. You know what? I'm actually going to land a new biome. I was thinking maybe land this... Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me all the tea. I think I'm going to land this in a new biome that we haven't gotten. The issue is I have no idea where Minmus's biomes are. We could land it on the pole. We could go for one of the poles. That would be interesting. But whatever. I'm going to get this lined up. It's going to be a 2-minute burn, which is kind of insane. Oh my, this thing takes forever to turn. This is why I didn't do the automatic time warp, because I have a feeling if I time warped and then got to the node, we wouldn't get there in time. I could use RCS for this. Never mind, all our RCS is up here. So that's gonna cause a torque, which I don't necessarily want. No, that's fine. Oh, I haven't decided how long I want to stream. I mean, it's gonna be at least 2 hours. I really want to send our stuff to Eve today. So I don't know how long it's gonna take. Oh, come on. There we go. Quick save and warp. And we're drifting off the node. That is not what I wanted to see. That's Jewel. Okay. I mean, there's Minmus. We're actually almost burning, like, directly at the moon. Or at the mun, sorry. Okay, so let's get realigned. Stop moving, please. Excuse me. There we go. Just line up right there. Alright, so another 30 seconds till this burn. I'm really hoping this decouple goes correctly. So I'm gonna make another quick save. Because again, I'm not super familiar with the engine plate decouplers. Loud engines. We have a little bit of a wobble. Alright, that decouple went fine. Yeah, no. Yes, because as we all know, wings that rely on air pressure work very well in space, where there is so much air. You know, there's just air everywhere in space. Alright, I kind of want to check on the orbit now. So there's our cheeky mun encounter. Need to follow the node a little bit here. Oh, overshot. Okay, flip me around to retrograde. Faster, please. Okay, whatever. I don't need the maneuver node. I can just do this manually. It got auto-modded? I mean, depends on what you said. I do have, like, thanks to my lovely moderator Pop Rock, I do have a filter set up for some stuff. Ah, yes. Well, which F word? That's pretty low. I like that better. Okay, so I'm gonna quick save. I'm gonna set up this maneuver node. That's in 15 days. Okay, so this kind of works out. Give me a little more, or a little less retrograde. Huh, interesting. I don't know why that got auto-modded. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to point to the node. Okay. I'm going to quick save here. I'm going to go into 5x. Ah, I knew that would happen. Okay. Load the save. I hate when it does that. Okay, give me my focus back on Minmus. No, let me focus my view on Minmus. Alright, 5x? Okay, we're just gonna keep losing it. That's fine. We know we need to burn about 13 seconds ahead of the node. Interesting. Any changing orbits out of curiosity? No. Okay. Man, this is taking a while to warp. I don't know why. Okay, we should get our encounter back. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to cancel this, and I know that we need to burn about 13 seconds ahead of Parallax. So I'm going to quick save, just in case something goes wrong. I can time warp ahead a little bit. Alright, burn. Alright, so I'm just gonna burn until it's circular. Which is about now. Circular-ish. There we go, that's slightly better. Okay, I'm gonna quick save there. Realistically, I could dump 2 stages here. Oh, we had terrain artifacting. Okay, and now what I need to do is I need to check where our flags are. So we have, show me flags, please. Okay, well, I think this is Great Flats. This is, oh my goodness. Okay, hide that. That's Midlands. Hide the relay real fast. Greater Flats. Great Flats. Is that really all we have? Could have sworn we've done more than 3 Minmus landings. Okay, so we want something besides Great Flats, Greater Flats, and Midlands. Oh, hello, Ham and Eggs. It's been a while. Minmus. Minmus has a total of 9 biomes. Okay, I'm totally Googling this. Poles, lowlands. Okay, this isn't gonna give me a key for whatever reason. I don't want to check Reddit. I'm still, like, boycotting Reddit. That's okay, I just won't log in. I could do one of the lesser flats, though those are kind of hard to hit. Well, not really. Like, the Great Flats and Greater Flats are on one side. And then, like, these would be the regular flats, I think. This isn't really on the day side. What is between these two? So this is Great Flats. This is Greater Flats. What is this, like, right between? There is a brief spot of highlands, and then there's a lot of lowlands, but there's also a spot of midlands. There's a lot of midlands, actually. It might be worth to just go for the poles. Yeah, let's do a polar. That was gonna be weird. Yeah, let's just land on the poles. I mean, they're not flat at all. Like, the pole, you can even see it here. The poles are the, like, yeah, you can permit it. Has it only been a couple weeks? I don't know. Maybe it just feels like a long time. I have had so much going on. It is insane. Okay, that flipped the periapsis. I don't really want that. I want to keep this somewhat circular. Let's go for this. It's still somewhat circular. And it gets us that polar orbit. Yeah, it's been insane. You know it's bad when like, okay, so a couple weeks ago, like, you know it's bad when someone asks if I'm okay and I just start, like, crying. Yeah, that's the Reddit CEO for anybody that's missing context. But I agree. And the thing is, the Reddit mods were giving themselves fake awards. They had like what was it, negative 200 something thousand downvotes, but like thousands of awards, and it was so obvious that they were just giving themselves the awards. I don't know which one you're talking about, but okay. Beans. Ah, beans. Oh, okay. That's fair, honestly. Ham and eggs. I don't care. I've already told you the list of words that I want banned. If you want to add any more, that's fine. Chasing the node. Ooh, close, 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 close. Oh, we're actually over 90 degrees right now. Okay. So we'll call that good. So what does our orbit look like now? I mean, polar, that's a given. Kind of want to lower the orbit before I go for a landing. Let's bring the periapsis down to like 16. Actually, I can go lower. Bring it out to 10. 10.5, that's fine. This will be a 2-second burn, so I can basically be pointed retrograde for this. So quick save and warp. Oh, now that is a view. We got Jewel, we got Kerbin, we got the Mun, we got Erlem, we got Eve, and we got Sarnis. Anyways. Nice little alignment. And, hello! Thank you for the gifted sub to Kabi. Kabi is an IRL friend of mine, so... Yeah, I'm donatable. I don't know if it shows up in the stream. It should. In theory, it should. But I don't know if it shows up. Like, if you do a direct donation. I don't know if it shows up. I haven't actually tested it. Alright. Ooh, overshot. Are we safe? Is that a safe orbit? Seems safe enough. Famous last words. Hello, thank you for the subscription. Oh, too low, too low, too low. Ah, too high. Ah, too low. Okay, you know what? That's good enough. This will be another retrograde burn. I don't know if Prime can... Did you get auto-modded again? I don't know if Prime lets you choose tiers. Is it? Ah, crap. Am I gonna have to fix my auto-mod? Because I think that's on my end. Oh, interesting. I wonder if it said it was auto-modded for caps, but then it wasn't actually auto-modded. Ooh, I could just go for the descent right now, actually. This is risky. This is so risky. I'm only 6 kilometers up. So I kind of want to do this right at periapsis. Ah, and I'm not going to be on the day side, which is annoying. What if I landed like here, where it's still slightly day? Oh, a hype train. Close. Hello. Oh my god, you're gonna ban coconut. Oh, I did get a new game as part of the Steam Summer Sale because that's going on right now. And I may end up streaming it. I don't know yet. Depends on how much free time I have when I'm actually having free time. Okay, I want to do something risky here, and I want to drop this... What the hell flew off upwards? Hello, thank you for the bits. I kind of want to leave it a surprise is the thing. Also, I want to land, like... Oh, the thruster weight on this is actually quite good. I want to land there. No, I don't. I want to flip back around to prograde for a second. Because I'm going to start killing off some horizontal speed before then. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of burning this way. I actually don't get the reference, honestly, unless you mean like this is the reference. Okay, let me point surface retrograde. At some point I'm going to drop the stage. It is wasting fuel, but we don't have landing legs on this stage. Okay, yeah, because the last thing we need to do for this is land it on Minmus. I don't know when to kill off my velocities. I'm going to quick save because there's a high chance I will be an idiot here and go too low. I don't want to kill Kerbals. That is... Oh, we are passing over the pole right now because the camera flipped. Okay. Let's... This is a little low. As much as I like the view of low orbits, also that is really... Anyways, took Screeny. I'm going to kill off some velocity now. I basically want to kill off all of my horizontal velocity. Yeah, because I want to land like here. Oh, gotcha. It's been a very long time since I've watched that. I also never read the book, and I really want to. Oh! I went too far. Let's point surface retrograde again. I'm going to do something risky, and I'm going to have Kaifel EVA. And just check that this is the right biome. It is. Okay. Board. And I want to be pointing, like, up right now. So I'm going to quick save, and I'm going to go ahead and extend the gear. And I'm going to stage and get a little bit of distance. There we go. So that's going to crash first. Those are not quite the correct distance, but that's fine. I don't know what impact tolerance these have. I'm hoping it's good. Also, how are we doing okay with electricity? Yeah, we are. I actually kind of want to rotate this. Not that it really matters, but... Alright, if I do this, how much velocity does that kill off? I actually have to throttle up a little bit. Okay, good to know. If I go full throttle, about, I don't know, 4 meters per second per second? This is not flat, is what I'm realizing. Also, if you're wondering why the time warp keeps showing up every time I kill the throttle, it's because I haven't bound to the same button. Oh, okay, there's our other stage. Ooh, are we gonna land on top of it? I would rather not have that happen, honestly. I really hope these parts are physics-less. Otherwise, this is not going to be a fun time. I mean, there are theories that Minmus is actually made out of mint ice cream. also gonna... I'm gonna RCS as soon as we land, I think. I can let it fall a little bit. There's a lot of surface scatter here. I'm pretty sure I'm not falling anymore, which is kind of annoying. Oh, I am falling. Okay, RCS, RCS. Okay, RCS off. Yeah, these guys actually need to come down just a little bit. Can I scroll this? Let's go like 1.12. I want to make sure it's on the landing legs as well. 1.04, 0.94. Let's just bring it down a little bit more. There we go. So we're also on the landing legs. Cool, we have landed. So that is contract complete. And this more than paid for the craft, so that's good. We also got a lot of science out of that. So now I want to conduct all the science, and I forgot to put it all on an action group, but that is perfectly fine. Of course, we're not going to be able to do anything with this because we don't have a scientist in the lab right now. So it's all just going to kind of sit here. I don't think I can actually run this. No. Log gravity data. Log seismic data. Observe mystery goo. Let's do a crew report. And let's have Keifel EVA and do an EVA report and a surface sample. There we go. That is a lot of science waiting to be collected. Can I collect all in here? No. That's fine. Okay, so the other thing we need to do, this I'm nervous about. I'm going to quick save. What happens if I turn SAS off? We tip over. Oh my. So I can only have one of them come out and plant the flag. Which is rather unfortunate. So I'm going to have Keifel do it, because they have less experience. Alright, so let go. RCS on. Alright, so with this gigantic beast of a craft. Also, that's some really neat surface scatter, I'm not going to lie. Plant a flag. Alright, screenshotted. And this is Poles, and this is Keifel and Vazia were here. Alright, and then RCS on. I forgot to put ladders on this. That would have been smarter. The only thing I'm concerned about with the gear is that it might not, like because landing gear tends to slide, I'm just worried that it might not actually hold in place, but... Alright, so that's another quick save, and that is a contract complete for planting a flag on Minmus. So we're going to go back to the Space Center. Eventually we'll come and get those guys. Eventually. I mean, I want the series to end off when it eventually does, with everyone back on Kerbin. Alright, and now... Oh, I've already upgraded that. Have I fully upgraded everything? I have. That's nice. Contracts? We've already done this. Decline. Bring a... Holy cow! Okay. Bring a newly discovered Class A asteroid to Kerbin and land it. That's considered a 1-star? Excuse me? I mean, I guess we're taking it, but holy cow, I cannot believe that is a 1-star. I think I want to do this one next. Um, I think lots and lots of parachutes. I mean, it's only Class A, which is like the smallest. So I'm not like super worried about the size. If it was like Class C or higher, then I'd be like, yeah, there's absolutely no way you can land that. I kind of want to do this one next. I kind of want to do this one. Didn't we just do this one? Oh, transmit or recover scientific data from surface of Minus. Whoopsies. Okay, one sec. I'm going to pick one thing to transmit so we get a third contract complete. I can also hide the flags now. You. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay. And it does kind of wobble a little bit, but that's fine. So review data. I believe EVA reports are 100% transmission, so let's transmit that. Cool. And we can keep the other two. What? Did I do the wrong EVA report? That is a high possibility. We'll just do this one. There we go. I did the wrong EVA report. That's fine. We still got 100% science for it, so that's fine. Okay, back to Space Center. Do do do. Okay, new contract. Attach a new part to satellite in orbit of Kerbin. Sure, we can do that. Just to pass more time on until that Eve window. Attach radiator. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak. Radiator panel edge on the aging Kerbin ASP satellite CZ3LT spacecraft. Let's do that. So I want to go and look at it real fast. Holy cow! All of a sudden, my voice is just like dying. Okay, that's better. Oh, you are in a. You are matching the. Oh no, you're just in this orbit. Okay, that's fine. I want to take a look at it first. You know, I should have gotten like water or something, because my voice does eventually dry out. But I forgot to grab. Okay. This is one of the satellites of all time. Just log that. Okay, deploy scanner, I guess. Interesting. This is one of the satellites of all time. It also has no control, like it has no RCS, no engines, so that's fine. That is... Who built this? Anyways, I know it's randomly generated, but like who built this? Okay, so let's go back to the Space Center. Now the thing is, I don't know if a radiator panel edge can fit in an inventory. Alright, and before we even start building, I'm going to check what version of the bonsai this is. But I am determined to at least get the craft launched and on the way to Eve before the end of the stream. So this is the Bonsai 12. Alright. Just going to do a Mark 1 command pod with a remote guidance unit underneath. Heat shield. Okay, now here's the question. Radiator panel edge is this guy. That definitely does not fit in here. Okay, so we're going to have to take it off this craft and put it on the orbiting satellite. Is the letter... what? Oh, yeah, it is. I have a full list actually written down of all my craft names for A through Z. And if we need to go beyond that, then I'll just start over. But R, I started running out of ideas. So R is regolith. Oh, I could do Ronk, actually. I like that. Alright, it's now Ronk. Alright, let me scratch that out and write down Ronk. The full series, I wasn't actually going to say the full series, but I might as well. And you can tell which ones I had ideas for and which ones I didn't. So we already have Appletoire, Bonsai, Curtis, Diamond, Empress, Figaro, and Gallium. So after that is going to be Helvetica, Ion, Juniper, Crypto, Ludwig, Mare, Nebula, Omega, Parsec, Quasar, Ronk, Salisbury, Triton, Umbra, Vortex, Willamette, Xenon, Yagi, and Zenith, or Zenith, however you say it. Yeah, you can tell when I started running out of ideas. Oh, sorry, Salisbury. I just can't read my own handwriting. Not Salisbury, Salisbury, like the steak, because I can't read my own handwriting. And then if I start over, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to name it after other periodic elements. So A would be like arsenic or antimony. Or argon. Probably argon. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there's more than 26 bodies with the Outer Planets mod, if I was counting correctly. 1 Mark 16 should be enough. In fact, this is probably overkill. Yeah, I mean, Willamette is more a reference to the Willamette Valley, but yeah. Because I've been there, and it is so pretty. Oh god. I'm sure that will go amazingly. Anyways, TD12 decoupler. I'll just attach it here. I don't care that much. Oh wait, you know what? I need those are too big. I'm just gonna put them on here just in case. Okay. So reaction wheel, wrong one. And then give me a, let's just go in 800. Let's do this all in one go. With the Terrier. What is that in vacuum? A lot? Yep. Oh, geez. And then give me 1 radiator panel edge. I hate the way that sticks out. Anyways, that is 0.03 tons. There's a solar panel that weighs that much. 0.04. 0.025. Is there something that weighs 0.03? Honestly, 1. I can't attach this. Is there something else that weighs 0.01? 4 of these. 2 of these. and then we'll just do our regular solar panels like this. So that should keep the center of mass in the center. Yep. I mean, yeah. Alright, so that's the Bonsai 12 already exists. Yes. That's the idea. Anyways. Unless I'm stupid and I just overwrote an old craft. But whatever. Let me auto start that. Also, I need to send an engineer, not a pilot. Who has the least experience? You. I mean, you're not going to get any more from this. Oh no, you actually have the least. You don't have an orbit around Kerp. Huh? Whatever. Edney. Okay, and then I want... This could probably just get sent into orbit with a mainsail. Oh, you know what? That radiator panel is going to cause problems, so let's do this. Just give me one, please. And then I want some struts. And that way I don't have to look for the adapter. Give me this. Will one be enough? Not quite. So, what about this plus, I don't know, a 16? Not quite. Okay. This plus a 32? That should do it. And then vacuum it adds like 300. Okay. Auto strut everything. I should actually probably have a reaction wheel on this part as well. Okay, center of mass, center of aerodynamics. Give me my standard canards about here. Is that correct? Yeah. Actually, they can go a little higher. There we go. Authority limiter 23. And I'm going to put on just a couple of these, and that should be good to go. Okay. So, engineer on the craft. I'm going to go ahead and do a custom action group for these guys. I don't have an antenna. That's important. So, is this the 2G? Yeah, I'm just going to do a couple of these. I'm going to do 2 just to keep the mass balanced. So this will also go, I didn't want that on the stage actually. I wanted that on custom 1. Toggle, toggle, there we go. Alright, here we go. Crew is still correct. Yep, alright. Launch. Do. You mean? Yeah, man. This is not that big of a craft. It should not be having trouble. Come on. There we go. Okay, pull this up, quick save, full throttle launch. Oh, I should be turning. Whoopsies. Oh, may have turned too much. Yep, I'm fighting it. It wants to flip over. Oh dear. Okay, this is fine. I didn't even check the thruster weight, but it's actually too much, honestly. So I'm gonna back off the throttle quite a bit. Alright, we're through the thick stuff, and I should be not turning that much. Oh my god. Yeah, just go up if you can, and point prograde. Alright, now I do actually want to be going horizontal, I just don't know if it's going to let me. This is way too high of an orbit. Let me point down. Still way too high. This is not an efficient launch trajectory at all. I also don't know why things are only coming out of my left ear all of a sudden, and I'm looking at the, oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I probably released that too early. Yeah, loud incorrect buzzer. All of a sudden I was only hearing things out of my left ear. Oh my god, we have temperature gauges. I released that so early. It's just physics warp. Probably the least efficient launch I've ever done. Oh my. I'm gonna decouple. There we go. Quick save. This apoapsis is in 12 minutes. Okay. Alright. Good enough. And because we have the probe core, we can of course just, oh wow, that is very controllable. Okay. We can just point right to the node. Alright, 57 seconds left to go until it's burn. Oh, stopped the time warp too early. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and burn. Is that the, oh no, that's some debris. Where did that come from? Wait, that's our debris, huh? Are we back over the KSC? There's no way. No, it's only 12.7 kilometers away, so that must be what we staged. Alright, close enough. Yeah, I think that's what we staged. Okay. So, we are going after... Oh god, which craft was it? This one. So our descending node... No. It's in a retrograde orbit. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. And we don't have the delta V to completely flip the orbit. So... what I can do... add a maneuver here. Go all the way out. Man, this is going to be so much more delta. Actually, that relative speed is insane, though. Okay, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this all the way out until we're basically about to leave the sphere of influence. Okay, so slightly less than that. I don't think I need to go quite that far out. We'll spend 800. That's going to put me near Minmus orbit. Let's see. We'll spend 824. The alternative is I load the quick save, or I load the launch, like revert to launch and just launch retrograde, but that's less fun. That feels cheaty. So gonna warp to this burn. Oh, I never extended my solar panels and antenna. I should do that. And it's gonna be a long burn, so I'm actually gonna physics warp it. Alright, so now I actually have to care about delta V, which is annoying. Alright, good enough. Okay. Then at apoapsis, I am going to burn retrograde until it flips. That is way less expensive at apoapsis. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of do something like this. So I'll get above its orbit. I'll have to go a full orbit to match planes, which is kind of annoying. Ooh, we're actually going to be running closer to the transfer window than I thought. Okay. Fine. Oh, I am pointed at the node now. Okay. Somehow. So there's Minmus. I mean, you can like barely see Minmus. Tiny dot. Okay, not going to be that long of a burn, so this is fine. Now, of course, it's going to say that we're going to crash, but then we are just flipping it right back around. Yeah, I don't know why the audio is all of a sudden only channeling through the left thing. Probably KSP messing up. Okay. So now, if we burn like in just a second, can I get the ascending node pin? Ascending node. Because I need to burn like, oh, very little apparently. That's in 38 days? Oh, right, because we're going retrograde. So no, I want to do this the other way around. So I want to pin the descending node. "19 days. That's a little more bearable. That's the wrong way. Oh my. I mean, it's flipping so fast that one scroll is doing it. So, I'm gonna thrust limit this guy to like 3. And I'm gonna quick save and then time warp. How much delta V does this require? 2060? Okay. Good to know. Alright, so I'm going to time warp ahead a little bit. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and burn. Alright, good enough. So what would an intercept from here look like? I'd probably want to do this at apoapsis. Retrograde. Let's add an orbit, 2, 3. Let's move it this way. Okay. I mean, this is like such minuscule. Oh wait, ooh, interesting. If I change the timing, probably should have done that first. Probably need to change it by a lot more than that, actually. Like a lot more. Okay, retrograde? Yeah. Nope. Radial? Nope. Radial other way. Normal? I mean, this is just not a good intercept. Wow. Retrograde, retrograde, retrograde. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's going to be radial and retrograde. Welcome back to Jeff Plays with the Newer Nodes. I don't know how good it's going to get, but... I have a feeling it's not getting much better. Yeah, that's as good as it's going to get. But that is that's in 136 days. We have our Sarnus window and the arrival of Gallium-1 before that. Holy cow. So I'm going to add an alarm. It's going to be a maneuver. Give me like 10-minute warning. That should be on our alarms list. There we go. So now we go back to the Space Center. As soon as it loads. And we can recover this debris. Can we spend any science, or is everything 300? Everything's 300 or higher. Okay, good to know. I really want to get to this and this. I really want the RTGs before we go further out, but... So let me look at all the parameters for this. Fly by Eve, gather scientific data from Eve, return to Kerbin from a flyby of Eve. Okay. The other thing I want to do is I want to take a look at those two orbits for the satellites, because I know I put in 2 Eve transfer windows, but I think it'd be really cool if we could do it all in one mission. So I'm going to zoom way out here and go to Eve. Okay, one of them is a Kolnia orbit, which is really a Molnia orbit, but Kerbalized. One of them is this is probably a synchronous orbit. I had to guess. Yeah. An Eve synchronous orbit. Okay. And the Eve synchronous wants to be over this, which is going to be difficult. That's fine. So, I mean, they're both low, which is annoying. This one's going to be a lot more delta V, but I'm going to give them both the same amount of delta V. We also have, like, no... I don't remember how much it costs to, like, do orbital things around Eve. So here's what I'm going to do. If it loads. That is the key. So I'm going to go to the VAB. And because we are going into a new sphere of influence, this is a new letter. So we will be going on to H, which, as I mentioned before, is Helvetica. I don't remember where I stole that from, but I stole it from somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to build the two satellites first. So Helvetica 1, I spelled that wrong. Satellite. It's going to be a remote guidance unit for each, because there's going to be two. It is going to have a docking port on top, and then it is going to have a hefty fuel tank, probably an 800, honestly, and I want to see this over Eve in vacuum. Wow, okay, that's enough right there. I mean, it's heavy, it's going to be heavy, and we have to carry two of these. So, the first one needs... I'm also going to call this satellite A, actually. The first one needs an accelerometer. Ooh, and a Science Junior. Okay. Science Junior. Done. And I'm going to put two accelerometers just for mass reasons. Has an antenna and can generate power. What I'm going to do for the antennas is something a little crazy. I'm going to put two RA100s. They're big. Don't get me wrong. And I'm more concerned about the height of this thing. I could do radial attachment points. Man, this is going to be tricky. I'm going to have to think about how I want to do this when I attach it to the main craft. And then needs to be able to generate power. I'm going to put these guys, I think. That's a little overkill, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll get plenty of solar power. It also probably needs a battery. That would be a good idea. I'm going to put two. And that is this craft. It has almost 3,000. I think that'll be enough if I do this correctly. So, that's that satellite. And then I'm going, so I just saved it. The stationary one needs a thermometer and mystery goo. So that is satellite A. I'm going to immediately rename this to satellite B. I'm going to remove Science Junior. I'm going to remove the accelerometers. I'm going to put two mystery goos and two thermometers. And that is satellite B. And now I'm going to make the actual Helvetica 1. And I'm going to call it crew. So this will have a Mark 1-3. And on top, it needs a parachute because it is coming back. It needs... I'm going to do two radial mount parachutes as well, and two drogue chutes. It will also need... Oh, you know what? I can actually do this... Oh, no, I can't. I mean, I could. I could do it the weird way. Okay, battery, advanced inline stabilizer, experiment storage unit. And that looks funky, but it's fine. And I only put one of those, I meant to put two. That looks really funky, so I'm gonna strut this in. I don't know, can you strut to a parachute? You cannot. That's slightly annoying. I'll just strut like that. Oh, the thing is done? What thing? I'm confused. Anyways. And then underneath this, I want a 2.5 meter heat shield. And I want a TD18, or what am I talking about? TD25 decoupler. Below this, I really have to think about how I want to do this. This is where my building style gets a little weird, because it is interplanetary. I want one of the. Alternatively, actually, I've changed my mind. I'm gonna use a Rockamax Jumbo, and I'm gonna drain the oxidizer. Below this, I want an engine plate, and it does need to be the long variant. And can I fit 4? Shadily, but yes. That is 4,055. $4,055. Is that... Oh, that's not going to be enough, actually, because I still need to attach the satellites. So, for this, I'm going to do a little bit of weirdness. Also, it's going to bother me that the shroud is not actually going to cover this all the way, so I'm going to move these in ever so slightly. And those are auto strut locked, obviously. I need to move this whole thing up. Attached to this, I want... how do I want to do this? 2 radial attachment points. I'm actually going to put them on this side. I'm going to put them lower. I think I'm going to do I-beam. Oh, those aren't big enough. Never mind. I could do these. I feel like those are too long. I don't need it to go out that far. I could do... I'm just going to do a multi-point connector. And that killed our Delta V, so I think we're actually going to need a longer tank, which is insane. Because I need at least 2,000 to get there, and then I need God knows how much to get back. Oh boy, okay. Below this, I'm going to put a docking port. I'm going to save this. Oh, I need these flipped, actually. Oh, and the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach decouplers to these radial attachment points. If it'll flip the right way. There we go. So I can get rid of these. And these will be after these nuclear engines. Okay, save that, and I want to merge in each satellite. They're not the exact same mass. So merge. And I believe I have the wrong root part set, so let me reroute that to this. No, I just want one of these actually. So symmetry 1. Attach there. And strut this in. So that should have attached like that. It did. Okay, and then I need to open. I need to merge in satellite B. I need to, first of all, turn off symmetry. Reroute to that. And attach. And then I need struts. Like that. And then I'm going to attach struts like, I guess I'm gonna have to do this without symmetry, but that's fine. Strut here and here. And then strut here and here. So then I'm going to attach Gigantors above this. I need to rotate it that way. I'm just going to haphazardly attach batteries, I think. And then I want... I'll do 2. Let's go for 15G. I know I don't need this much, but I'm going to attach them anyways. And it bothers me that those aren't quite the same height, but... let's see. So I want to remove this. And I want to keep the height a little low. So I'm going to add a 32 and drain the oxidizer. That gives us 3280 still. So I guess I'm going to have to do another 64 and drain the oxidizer. It's that tall craft. That gives us plenty. Actually, what am I talking about? We could have gotten away with 32 because we're going to drop a lot of mass. So let's do that. Drain the oxidizer. Attach here. There we go. So I need to move this whole thing on up. Let me just save this before all goes to shit. I do want Jeb, Bill, and let's do Mildon. Okay, and then below this, I need a TD25 decoupler. Because now we have to get this entire thing into orbit. How much does this weigh? 63 tons. Okay, so let's get a 5 meter fairing, because we're going to need all of it. Not quite that wide. Place cross section, place cross section. Can't quite close there, which is annoying, so I'm gonna close up there. So this is going to be a lot heavier now. 80 tons. And I need to strut the hell out of this thing. I should really have another set of struts down here, because I feel like those are going to wobble around a lot. So another strut there, and another strut here. I really should have RCS on these 2 satellites, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. So now I want to see Kerbin sea level. And I'm gonna do what we did last time, which is for the orbital insertion stage, get the smallest S4 tank, which is a 64. I'm going to get an EP5 engine plate, or EP50, excuse me. And I believe it was medium that I did. I'm going to do quad attachment. And I'm going to do the 4 cheetahs. And this is orbital insertion, if it'll snap correctly. There we go. How much does that give at, like, 50? Okay. Let me see, like, yeah. Thrust to weight is abysmal, but that's kind of to be expected. I'm probably going to have to move this whole thing on up. This is such a tall rocket, geez. Alright, so get me a TD50 decoupler. I want to attach 1. Oh, I don't need a decoupler because this thing automatically detaches what's below it. The fairing is ideally going to go first. And then I'm just going to rebuild the same thing we did before. Attach that. And let's see, is this going to be enough? I'm going to use vectors again. And just give me... Oh, I could attach more, actually. I mean, it's going to make this thing super expensive, but these all go at the same time. Not enough thrust to weight. Holy cow, okay. If I attach more. Let me go like this. So all of those fire at the same time. Not enough thrust to weight. Or not enough delta V. We're actually like 1,000 short, geez. It does have the thrust to weight though. So I'm getting ideas. It was actually more delta V when we didn't have all those attached. So this time I'm gonna do, oh, you know what? I meant to use the hydraulic detachment manifold last time. That's probably why the decoupler was so small. I'm gonna do 4. I'm gonna do 4. It is extremely nerve-wracking. I'm also going to auto strut absolutely everything that I can. Auto strut lock grandparent part, that is fine. So, I mean, this is going to be after this stage. Will 4, not thoroughbreds, Clydesdales do the trick? I mean, the thrust to weight I'm not worried about when we attach these Clydesdales. Actually, on their own, they could do the trick. Ooh. Now, that's a thought. It's not a lot of thrust, but on their own, they do indeed do the trick. So, in that case, we go like this. We auto strut these, and hopefully that's enough to get rid of the wibbly wobblies. We do some launch stability enhancers here, which suddenly threw off my readings for some reason. What if I save and whatever. They are attached to the hydraulic detachment manifolds. That is perfectly fine. But I also need a bunch of separatrons. Oh, 1, 2, 3. That needs to go in this stage. 2. 1, 2. There we go. How many parts does this craft have? 130. Not bad, actually. It is over a metric ton. I don't know, 20 minutes max. Like, it's really not going to be that long. I don't have a lot of reaction wheels on this, I'm realizing. Okay, let me just redo half the craft. Oh my. give me a advanced reaction wheel large. Put that back on. Is that fairing still good? Yes, it is. We're reading 0 meter. Oh, because all the separatrons got moved to their own stage. That's annoying. You, you, and you. All move to that stage, please. Thank you. Save that. So there's a big reaction wheel there. I'm also going to add a couple more here that are going to get dropped. And that should be fine. We also... Oh, you know, I'm realizing that these guys don't have reaction wheels, and that might be a good idea. Do these have gimbal? They do. But really quickly, I am going to add reaction wheels to these guys. No symmetry. Put that on. Put that on. There we go. Save that. This should do the trick. It's technically in the ground right now, so let me just fix that. That should be enough, I think. Yeah. So hopefully we don't need strut. Oh, you know what I'm missing? Center of mass aerodynamics. Aerodynamics are not great. So give me 4x symmetry. Give me my standard canard, and we'll put them there. All right. Authority limiter is maximized. Okay. Jeb, Bill, and Mildon. That is fine. So now we just gotta launch this thing. And hope it goes well. Keyword hope. So let's go for it. And then we'll send them off and in stream after we send them off. I just expect this to be a long launch sequence. And it is going to take like 2 days until this transfer window technically happens, so might have to add a few orbits. All right. I'm going to, oh, I saw the pitch is slightly changing. I don't like that, but I'm going to quick save. And here we go. Oh, hang on. Quick save and launch. Ooh, there's a wibble wobble. Revert that to BAB. I forgot to strut the stuff to each other. Because they're auto-strutted into the root part, and I forgot to strut them to each other. Okay. They are auto-strutted, yes, yes, okay. Let's give me 4 of these. Do the struts here to here. I'm also just going to do an extra set of struts from here to here. And I'll do some on the side as well, so here to here. And here to here. There we go. All right, save. Crew should still be good. Actually, get the staging right. This is the correct stage, yes? Okay. These 2 decouplers... I'm actually going to say disable staging on those 2, and I will manually decouple these. So save that and launch. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Alright. SAS on, get this view open. quick save, full throttle, and launch. I did not bring any science equipment. God dang it. Yep, I have to revert this. I'm sorry. One more revert, because I forgot all the science equipment. Whoopsie. Okay. No symmetry. Science Junior is gonna be weird. How much height is that gonna add? Is that gonna be too much? I think it's gonna be about there. Is that too much? How's that fairing looking? Ugh, not good. Okay, one sec. Edit fairing. There we go. Better. So there's the Science Junior. It is coming back with us, which is fine. Mystery Goo. I'm gonna put this all up here, because why not? Mystery Goo, magnetometer boom. Struts, which isn't science equipment, but I'm gonna use them anyways. That did not strut. Struts. Good enough. Gravioli. Barometer. Don't need a seismic accelerometer. 2 hot thermometer, and we don't need one, but for mass reasons I'll put one. Okay. Alright, now, for real this time, ideally, launch. Do-do-do. Alright, as I guess on, quick save. Pull this guy open, full throttle launch. Do-do-do. I'm gonna wait to start the gravity turn, of course, because this is insane. I'm also gonna target a higher orbit because it's gonna be a long burn. Alright, so I'm gonna slowly turn over. But I want to get this thing as high as possible. Also gonna quick save here because I'm a little wary of the detachment. Just gonna keep right on the edge of the surface prograde marker. And realistically, I should be turned way more over right now, but in fact, these guys are heating up, which is interesting. Alright, solid detachment. Clean detachment. Oh, do not tilt over that much. The vectors have an insane amount of gimbal though, so that kind of saved us there. Alright, I'm turning over a little more. Our thruster weight isn't great, but I do want to be turned over a little more than I am now. Oh, and there's the mun. Alright, time to apoapsis is falling, which is not good, so I'm actually going to get some more height. We got a little bit of a oscillation going on, not quite sure what's happening there. Alright, but our apoapsis is in space, so I'm going to turn horizontal. Yeah, we got a weird oscillation going on, but... Oh, we can ditch the fairing. Alright, and that is 100 kilometers. So I'm going to quick save. And at this apoapsis, we want to, of course, circularize. And that is pretty circular. So because of the probe cores on the satellites, we can actually lock to maneuver. I'm just realizing I did not put these on an action group, so I need to do these manually. Extend, thank you. And I'm going to extend antenna and extend antenna. Alright, so this is in 1:43 seconds. I can also disable control on these guys. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and burn. Oh yeah, really weird oscillation. We're just gonna keep burning. What is happening here? Okay. That is definitely very strange. I think it's because we're over gimbaled. That is a possibility. So actually, I'm gonna tell it to point prograde. I don't really care about this maneuver, I just want to get to 100 kilometers. So, I don't like the thought of disabling gimbal on the engines. What if I only let one gimbal? So I only let, that only disabled it on this one. Lock your gimbal, lock your gimbal, and lock your gimbal. I'm only gonna let one gimbal. Which should make this more controllable. Alright, that's fairly circular. Okay, now I want to show eject angle. So I want to be burning 69.9 degrees to retrograde. And then, so at this ejection, can I move this please? Apparently not. So I'm probably gonna have to add a couple orbits. But I want to add a maneuver, close alarm details. And on this maneuver, I want to add what? 1214.8 prograde and negative 718.9 normal. All right, what does that look like? Let's go out. I want to set Eve as target. It's pretty close, so I want to see if I do this and right click, add an orbit, what does that do? Add another orbit, add another orbit. What if I just kept adding orbits until it was... we're getting an encounter with something. We're getting a Kerbin encounter, like on the way back. That's actually moving it further away, so let me remove all those orbits. Oh, no, give me my maneuver back. Set Eve as target. In that closest approach. If I were to add more prograde, nope, retrograde. Interesting. And I actually lost the encounter. Radial? Yeah. And retrograde. No, sorry, prograde. Let me add a bunch of prograde, actually. And then do some radial. Prograde. Radial. There we go. Alright, so I want to focus view. What does this look like? Okay, we are kind of way off right now. So give me more of this. Give me some of this, actually. Prograde? Nope. Retrograde. Anti-normal. Radial this way. Prograde. Nope. Normal. Radial. Is that making my periaps? Is that pulling it in? Yes. Okay. Prograde. Give me more of this. I mean, this is bringing it closer. It's just not an ideal orbit. Do one more of this. I mean, I don't mind coming in polar. I just want it to go lower. Prograde? Nope. Retrograde? Nope. Normal? Let's back off a bit. Prograde. Normal. Other normal. I don't think it's going to get any closer, which is kind of annoying. I don't think we're going to get in-space low data. Yeah, I don't think this is getting any closer. Well, actually. I mean, I have to do this fast. So let me tell it to lock to the maneuver node while I'm still playing with it. I really want to get that in-space low data. If necessary, I can do a mid-course correction. Again, I don't mind coming in polar if it means we get in-space low. I mean, we have to start this in 25 seconds, so. I think that's as close as it's getting. Okay. We need to start the burn, so I'm gonna quick save. And start burn. Alright, detach that. And you can see why I wanted to go so high up, because our periapse is actually falling due to how long the burn is. So of course this isn't even going to be accurate. I don't know why I was playing with the maneuver node so much, but we shall see. And if the orbit changes at all, that's going to throw it off. Okay, I'm going to quick save, and I'm going to start a physics warp. Okay, 2x is fine, 3x is fine, 4x is fine. So we were just over gimbaled with the debris, or with the debris stage, vector stage. Alright, so I'm gonna come out of physics warp because I want to watch this orbit. 4, 3, 2, 1, cut it. Do we have an encounter at all right now? I'm not seeing one. That's annoying. How close are we? Get rid of that maneuver. Ooh, really? Point prograde? That's bringing it in. Okay. Okay, we are in the sphere of influence. I don't think we can get it super close. So we'll have to do a mid-course correction, which is unfortunate, but oh well. It happens. So we'll call that good. So I'm going to quick save, and I'm going to focus back on the craft. And when does this occur? 2 days? So I want to warp out to here. Oh, and we got more ion and mystery goo data, which is nice. Okay, so... Oh, because that's our transfer window. Yeah. Delete on close alarm. Sorry, I did not actually want to point any particular direction. So, do we still have our encounter? We do not. Okay. That's annoying. So, I'm gonna set up a mid-course correction burn here. And I'm just gonna burn retrograde, which is quite annoying, but... Oh, I think we had an encounter there for a second. Oh no, that was with Kerbin. Nope, give me my maneuver back. Give me my maneuver back. Maneuver. Ah. Sometimes I hate this UI. We are having a weird encounter there. Sorry, this should be a retrograde burn. Pin that, please. Oh, we were close. 105, 104. Give me some radial this way. There we go. So now I want to focus on Eve. And I'm just going to do it this way, I think. That's going the wrong way. Alright, what does prograde do? It actually brings it in closer. So I actually want slightly less normal. Oh, that brought it in really close. A little more. That is too low. Prograde. I would say 131 is probably in space near. We just have to be a little accurate with the burn, and our inclination is way off. So that will be in 68 days, which is actually after our Sarnis window. So I'm going to give me a 10-minute warning on that. So we have our first crew in space over the sun. So I'm gonna have Jeb just do a little EVA here. Give me an EVA report. Neat. Board. And give me a crew report, please. Alright, transmit that. And transmit that. So, world first milestone, we have performed a spacewalk in orbit of the sun, so we get a little bit for that. And there's Kerbin. There's our home planet, flying away. It's a little sad when you think about it, but Eve is probably on the other side of the sun right now, though, not gonna lie. Because where are we? We are... So Eve is there, and we are here. Actually, it should be to our... should be like this way. Hello, Eve. We are coming for you. But with that, I am going to end the stream there. Next stream, we have a Sarnis window coming up. And I think that would be pretty exciting. So, from myself, Jebediah, Bill, and Mildon, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the follow, the 2 subscriptions, one of which was a gifted sub, and the 500 bits. It's been a pleasure as always. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.